Everyone is waiting for the real contenders to show up. Brazil, France, England, Argentina, the names you already know, the names that have owned this tournament for a century. You scroll through the predictions, the power rankings, the expert breakdowns, and the United States does not appear at the top of a single one. But here is what nobody is saying out loud. The conditions for a USA World Cup run have never been better than they are right now. Not in 1994 when they hosted and went out in the quarterfinals. Not in 2002 when they reached the last 8 on foreign soil. Right now, in 2026, on home soil, with a squad that is fundamentally different from every American team that came before it. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why. Start with the squad. This is not your father's US men's national team. For the first time in the program's history, the core of the American roster is made up of players who have spent their entire development years inside elite European football. Not players who went to Europe at 22 after college. Players who were at European academies at 14, 15, 16. Players who grew up inside the same systems that produced the best footballers on the planet. Christian Pulisic at Borussia Dortmund. Weston McKennie cutting through Serie A. Yunus Musa developed at Valencia. These are not American players trying to compete with European football. These are European-trained players who happen to hold American passports. That is a different team entirely. Then there is the coaching structure. Mauricio Pochettino arrived with a specific mandate and a specific idea. High press, vertical transitions, organized defensive shape. The style he installs is not complicated. It is ruthlessly efficient. And efficiency is exactly what you need in a World Cup knockout bracket where margins decide everything. Tactical analyst Michael Cox noted before the tournament that the USA under Pochettino plays with a clarity of purpose that most national teams spend decades trying to find. They know who they are. They know how they want to hurt you. That clarity matters more than talent at a World Cup. Now, add the home factor, and understand that home advantage in this tournament is not what it was in 1994. This is not a country politely hosting a sport it barely understood. This is a country where MLS has grown into a legitimate league, where youth academies have transformed, where a generation of American kids grew up watching the Champions League on Saturday mornings and dreaming of playing in it. The crowds inside these stadiums are not tourists who wandered in. They are fans, real fans. And what real fans do to a team in a knockout match on home soil is something no preparation can fully replicate. Ask any player who has experienced it. The noise changes your body chemistry. It changes what feels possible. And then there is the bracket reality. The 48-team format has reshuffled the path through this tournament in ways that favor organized, fit, tactically disciplined teams over pure individual brilliance. The expanded group stage means more games before the knockout rounds. More games means more fatigue for the superstars who carry their nations on their backs. By the time Brazil or France or England reach the quarterfinals, their key players have already run more miles at World Cup intensity than at any previous tournament. The USA, with their collective pressing system built around squad depth rather than 3 or 4 irreplaceable individuals, is built for exactly this format. The path is real. It is not easy, but it is real. The group stage is at home. The round of 32 is at home. Potentially the round of 16 is at home. That means the USA could reach a quarterfinal having played every single match in front of their own fans, in their own time zone, in stadiums where the crowd is willing them forward with a desperation that only comes when a nation finally believes. And belief is the variable that changes everything. In 2022, Morocco became the first African nation to reach a World Cup semi-final. Nobody predicted it. The analysts did not predict it. The betting markets did not predict it. What Morocco had was organization, belief, home continent support, and a tactical identity so clear that every player knew their role without thinking. The USA in 2026 has all 4 of those things, on their own soil. You have been waiting for a team to shock this tournament. You have been waiting for the moment when the bracket opens up and an unfancied nation finds a path nobody mapped out for them. You might already be watching it happen. Everyone is waiting for the real contenders to show up. One of them might already be here.